We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup, and we are all set to go, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Buffalo Bills. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The second down throw now from Stroud. That's underneath to Pierce. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run here with Pierce. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. On 1st down, Allen. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Quick throw here by Allen, complete. And a low pass midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills 1st down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Bills at 4-3, a game over 500. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Allen off the play fake. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Will Anderson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So now make that a 2nd sack for them on this drive.
And Brandon, we hear it every week when we go out to do a game. Everyone talks about playing complementary football. Their offense goes down and scores. They see that, and they want to back them up, and that they did, getting 2 sacks on this first drive.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. That's to Cook out of the backfield. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered, just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Throwing now is Stroud. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Houston. 47 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Quick throw to Collins. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. Bulldozes past him. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. That's complete to Tony. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Fairbairn able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Me and the homies can trade your outfits.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Allen now on first down. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Well, throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon, as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they sit now at 500 on the year. And, Charles, this was a team that really looked lost in that first month or so of the season, but they have had the hot hand lately, winning 3 straight.
I would agree. It's almost hard to believe that this is the same team, because we followed them pretty closely throughout this season. And early on, I thought this is going to be a really tough year for this crew. So plenty of credit to them for turning the ship around.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Here's Stroud. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up, fellas. Yeah.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted but it winds up falling incomplete. Now Allen throwing on second down. And this all incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Throwing is Allen on third. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
Did you see the replay? That's not what I saw.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Allen now looks to throw. They'll roll him out right. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 44 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Here's Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And it's caught. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Jeff Smith taking it in. And the Bills are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this will be a Texans first down as good running gets them to about the 44. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Pierce takes it straight ahead. We'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it. Buying time to his left. Man open, that's complete. And a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will take over possession of the football at the 32-yard line. Oh, it is costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown Bills. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. And again, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Texans will take over.
They're on the 16-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Here's a 2nd and 8.
At the 17-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Here's 3rd and 3. Stroud off the play fake. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 4. Now Stroud taking a shot for down here. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Take down 53 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. Here's Sam Martin now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And I think the ball's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are about whether you should fair catch it or not, but sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Throwing now is Allen. Touchdown! Dalton Kincaid. 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Meanwhile, Stroud's throw taken in by Collins.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Stroud sets up the play action. That is caught by Dell. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Texans.
Pierce now up the middle. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Throwing now is Stroud. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Back to the ground with Pierce. An excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
First down, Houston.
Here we go, set.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on, come on. Hey.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Handoff left side, Pierce. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Play action. Here's Stroud. That is caught. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Pierce is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Texans 31, Bills 22. Kaimi Fairbairn at the kickoff for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Allen now on first down. Shakir holds it in. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And Diggs has it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Allen going to change this at the line. Now Allen to throw on 1st and 10. This is caught. It's Hurley. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Quick throw here by Allen, complete. Touchdown, Bills. Dalton Kincaid. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
The way with the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And now an audible here into something else. Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too big there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, definitely obviously some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Cook again. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 62 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Now 2nd and 4. Allen going to fire quickly and get it to Diggs out wide.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Here now, 3rd down. Now Allen. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Naeem Hines, his first carry. Shoves him away. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Boy, missed tackles. That could be their downfall, Charles.
Yeah, they actually let him out of bounds there. Instead of the clock continuing to run, they let him out, and it turned into another timeout for him. Not good at all.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Half 85, half 85. 56, 56. Hey, tight. Off 52.
Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Throwing, Allen. Here's Hines. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Here's Allen. Back to the ground. This time Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. To throw is Allen. 3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. And he's across for the touchdown. It's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was Almost perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grab that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Now Stroud. That's going to be caught by Tony. And they're able to get this one across the 35.